Thank you, Madam Speaker. This bill is probably my most number one bill that we put in so far since I've been here. And Rep. Kavanaugh is actually the person that started working on this, former Rep. Kavanaugh. I want to give him a shout out, along with Angela from CEO of Vista Maria. We really worked very hard on trying to get this bill, along with some other reps, Representative Plawecki, Representative Santana. And I was asked, what is my most important piece of legislation this year? And I said, this is it. And this is why I say that. There's 13,000 kids right now that are in foster care. And that number, it really astounds me that it could be that high. But what is happening that we found out is that kids are getting their identity stolen. So we had a meeting with DHHS, and I want to give them a shout out too, Bruce Nolan and Angela Madden, because when you talk to a department about increasing workload and they don't argue about it, I like that. They didn't say one bad thing about it. They wanted to work with us, and they worked with Rep. Hooker, who went to that committee. And the whole gist of this bill is that a caseworker will have to, once a year, from ages 14 to 21, do a credit report on them. We get them done by free in the state, so we can protect the identity. We have met with so many kids that have told us that when they finally go open a bank account or try and get a student loan, that they find out that their identity has been wrecked. So I'm going to tell you a little story at the very end, but I really want to thank some people for this because this was not an easy process. The first one I'm going to have to say is the Speaker of the House, Kevin Cotter. I went to his staff and I talked to him about what I really, really would like to have done, and it happened. So thank you, Mr. Speaker. The other people are staff. One of the things I always talk about is staff. They don't get enough credit. Maria Doring and Coffey Ann Hawthorne. They were very instrumental in drafting up this bill, a lot of work in it. And of course, I'd be remiss if I didn't thank Representative Hooker for allowing it to come to this committee. Now, I want to end with this quick story, because this is what hit me really good. After working on this in district, I started traveling around to other districts, making sure it's, all of Michigan. I met with this kid, I think he was about 16. His name was Jeremy. And we were talking, and of course I said, hey, you like sports? Oh yeah, I love sports. I'm going to play football. And he was in foster care. He had nothing bad to say about the foster care parents, which is awesome. So I said, hey, why don't we go out to McDonald's or something? He said, sure, I'd love to. We went to McDonald's and we grabbed some food, and I was sitting there talking to him. I said, what do you want to do in your life? He goes, well, I really want to be a pro football player, but I know that's not in the cards. I said, well, you don't know that. Keep plugging away. And he said, you know what I really want to be? I want to be somebody that somebody looks up to. And I said, that's really good. I appreciate you saying that. And that happened. And he goes, but you know what? I want to be respected. And then I started thinking, where's he going with all this? And he said, I not only want to rent a room from somebody, I want to buy the house. And I'm already behind the 8 ball. And I sat there and I listened to this young man telling me this. And I said, yeah, he is. Not only was he given up for adoption and he's in foster care, thankfully he found a loving home, but now he has to worry about people stealing their identity, and this happened to him. So I am in contact with him a lot, and I told him once he's 18 he can come work for me if I'm, God willing, still here. And I really, really appreciate all the help on this, and I look for your support. Thank you.